Hey, what's up YouTube? Back with another video and some more commentary with some deadlifts. This is just one tip when it comes to deadlifting to save your lower back. So this first clip you're seeing, this is just 100 kilos for a set of 10. Now this was my fourth set of 10 reps. And as you can see, it starts off, there is a bit of rounding in my lower back. And I think once I get to about the fifth rep or so, I really start to get a big arch in my lower back, and that is not good. Alright, when you're deadlifting, the last thing you want is an arch in your lower back. And so what I realized, I suppose, was part of the reason for that arch and that poor form was because I was doing such high volume for my deadlift. Because as you will see in some later clips, I deadlift 100 kilos no problem. Now, high volume isn't a bad thing, and even on deadlifts it's not necessarily a bad thing to do a lot of sets or a lot of reps, but I think you need to be smart about how much weight you're lifting if you're going to do higher reps, because when you are deadlifting, obviously you're relying a lot on your lower back. And that's why it's so important to not have an arch in there, because if you have an arch in that lower back, you're well on your way to snap city, and that's not a good thing at all. So we want to minimize that potential for injury by lifting smarter. But what I can say is that lifting heavier can actually be a good thing. So this is my tip for deadlifting smarter to save your lower back. My tip is focus on lifting heavy and focus on doing therefore lower reps. You can still do lots of sets. I would say stick to the lower reps. If you want to go to higher reps, we're talking probably 10 reps or more, maybe 8 reps or more, then you need to choose a weight you can handle. Don't go for a really heavy weight that's really going to push you to get that 10th rep out, for example, like you saw in my first clip with 100, because by the time you get to the end of your set, you're just going to be breaking down and you're really going to be asking a lot of your lower back. Whereas if you're going to stick to heavy weight and you're not doing as many reps, as you can see in these clips, these were, I think the first set you saw was 100 again, but I only did about 5 reps. Okay, I sort of used it as a warm-up to work up to heavier weight, and here I'm using 120. I went to 110 before this, and again it's just lower reps, guys, because there's still a little bit of an arch there, which isn't good, but compared to the 100 kilos where I did it for 10 reps, the arch is not so prominent. And so my tip is focus on lifting heavy for the deadlift. Don't do too many sets because you're just going to burn yourself out. And the other key about lifting heavy is the deadlift is a compound movement, alright? So it's going to activate a lot of muscles, okay? We're talking pretty much all your leg muscles, glutes, quads, hamstrings, even your calves. Then you've got to activate your core, your lower back's coming into the exercise. Then you've got your biceps, your triceps, your shoulders, your traps, everything to actually, grip the weight and then pull it up. So the deadlift's working a lot of different things, and so it's easy to burn out if you're doing a lot of reps. But also the deadlift is one of those compound movements that, because of all of those muscles we talked about that it's activating, it's going to release a lot of natural hormones, which are then going to be beneficial for building muscle. And you actually do that by lifting heavy. Lifting heavy weights with your compound movements, that's what helps those natural hormones be activated, and once they're activated, it helps you build more muscle. So guys, that's all for this video. Hopefully it is another helpful tip. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Be sure to contact me if you're interested in a training plan or meal plan or both. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.